All right, guys, welcome back, or I guess welcome, because we're starting a new show. We are watching the Tatami Galaxy. Quite a few people asked to watch it, so this is what we're watching next. I don't know anything about this show at all. I just have no idea. So, I don't know. I have literally no clue what we're getting into at all. So, I had never heard of it before. But I don't know, like five or six people suggested it. It's pretty short, so seems good to me. I always want to kind of have like one slot for the stuff I'm watching. It's kind of like shorter, so I can go through stuff quicker than be stuck on the same things for a year or whatever. So seems good to me. I guess I don't really have much more to say because I have no idea what we are getting into here. So I don't know. I guess we are just gonna get started. You can line your own copy up with this if you want to. We are watching episode 1 in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Matchmaking. All right. Nekaramen. Ooh. I I hope not. Cool art style. Wow. Wow, he's good at it. Man, he got quite the chin. I love the atmosphere. Okay. Mmm. To Kowloon City. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll remember that one. Ooh. That's a great face. Ooh. Getting in the way of people's path to love. Ozu. Man. Okay. Kanazuki. Mmm. The matchmaking. Yeah. So is he like the god of the matchmaking stuff that he talked about? Mm-hmm. Akashi-san. I don't. Mmm. So he's the god, but he lives in the same boarding house as him. All right. Okay, so we got Akashi, we got Ozu, who I guess he's our main character. I'm gonna turn this down some. Little bit loud. Yeah, we got Akashi, we got Ozu, who are I assume that guy is our main character. I don't think we have a name for him, but maybe I'll just call him that guy, I guess. Hmm. This looks like the Tatami Galaxy to me, I guess. A bunch of tatami rooms. Ah, I want to watch. I want to read the lyrics, but I want to watch it too. So many characters. Man, are we really gonna have that many? I guess. Oh, Madhouse. For real. Same. Rose-colored campus life. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Very interesting attitude about entering college. And it didn't work out, I guess. Unlucky. His mm-hmm. I guess his naive view of a rose-colored campus life was quickly shattered. 100 friends? Like, hello. Come, that's not true. That's not how it works. Come on. I would describe that as a face of ill portent, I suppose. Is this Ozu? Mm-hmm. Looks like someone named Ozu. That's for sure. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Maybe. Hmm. Man. Hasn't given up on it yet, huh? Come on. Oh, Akashi-san. Oh, that's a cool shot. Birdman. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. The ones who hinder love. What'd she say? What are we? Oh, okay. We're launching missiles at them. Fireworks, but. Oh, what's that say? Oh, that was beautiful. Hmm. So it's like, since he can't have love, or he feels like he can't have love, I guess. That was a lot. That was fast. Hmm. Uh-huh. Sounds right to me. Man, all right. We are getting quite the setup for this guy, huh? We still don't know his name, do we? I don't think we do. If you say so, I guess. She just set up some red lights. I guess that's a effective advertising strategy. Absolutely. Although I feel like you could say that to a lot of people and they would agree. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. Sure. Sounds like good advice. Kind of vague, but mm-hmm. Yeah, because it seems like he's in a point where he's just decided to give up, right? Thinks he's lost his chance. A dental hygienist. Okay. All right. I don't need more tooth related eroticism after Monogatari. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, so this is after that first scene, yeah. What a thing to say, actually, huh? How would you know? You think? Hmm. Okay, I guess he agrees with it. Never mind. A black thread of fate. Say his name. That seems like it to me. Oh, the Birdman thing. What is that supposed to mean? Hmm. Man, the visuals are very neat. Opposite of you, it sounds like almost. Being prepared for things, I don't know. Maybe he is prepared for things, it just always fails. A Castella? I don't know what that is. Hmm. Is that the god of matchmaking? That guy? Hmm. Very interesting. Huh. If you say so. Okay. Huh. I feel like he won't like that idea, that it's all decided by gods, but I don't know. Maybe that's what he would want. It's that thing hanging. What? That's a crazy thing to say. What a what this guy, man, he needs to. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I agree that your reasoning is very crumbly. Man, what a crazy way to think about anything. Oh, Necroramen, yeah. So he's gone there before. I guess he just met that god person there this time. What? It's gone. It's already gone. It's not on you anymore. It's. Oh, okay. She like grabbed it. What are those things? Yeah, no kidding. Machugaman. So that's the promise. Is that the opportunity? Oh, man, this guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, this dude is he has a mindset that is for sure. The one that the god said to go to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. He's made his decision. Before 8 p.m. That's kind of a vague. That's what. That's a pretty vague timeline, isn't it? What do you mean? Did you already have like a date set up at Necroramen? Like, come on. What's the big deal? Yeah, that's how relationships work. Like, what do you mean? Ooh, that just means fire, right? So he hasn't given up on it. All right, it's still possible. Despite everything, huh? Okay. All right. Come on. Uh, what? What? Come on. No? I did it? Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, great. That was fantastic. Yeah, that really, you made a lot of progress there. Ozu, what are you doing? How do you know? Why are there snipers? Why? Oh, okay. Is this a dream? What is going on? Thank you. That's okay. What? What? I guess everyone hates him. I don't know. Oh, okay. Rip. Oh man, that looks crazy. No. Uh-uh. What? Hmm. Interesting. You think? Okay. Is that just the end? Is that the end of the episode? Yes. Okay. All right. That was. I don't. That was something. That was something. Um. That was really good. That was a really good episode. Ooh, I like this ending already. Hmm. The love thief, huh? Watashi wa Tengoku. Okay, that was an episode. Here, I don't want the next one to play. Um. Yeah, that was something. We will talk about it in the discussion. All right, let's talk about the episode as best as we can, because man, did we get. We got a lot. I don't know. We got a lot of information very quickly. The subs were really, man, some points in there it was rough to keep up. That is for sure. Um, I swear, I think in MPV there's like a hotkey to go to like the next subtitle. Um, I do. Is that it? No, that's not it. I know there's like a hotkey to go to the next subtitle. I don't know how it works. I'll look it up sometime. I feel like that would be pretty like helpful for these discussion sections. I could do that instead of just going 1 second ahead every time. Oh well, who cares? Let's talk about the episode. So it was really good. Um, I don't like. I don't know. It was good. It was really. I don't know what I really expected. Because I guess I didn't know anything about this anime, but I don't know. This is good. This was good. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what's going to happen, but just this first episode alone, I feel like was yeah, it was good. It was quite good. Um, did we ever get a name for our main character? I swear to God, we didn't. So I don't know what I'm going to call him. Our main dude. the homie. I don't know. I'll call him something. We gotta come up with a name for him until we learn his name, I guess. If I don't know why they wouldn't tell us his name, and unless it's like some like I don't know. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Um, I love the atmosphere of the Neko ramen place. I don't know, like the wind and the. I just feel like it'd be a cool place to chill. You know, it's like the only light source out here. Everything else is dark. Some harsh wind. I don't know. It'd be a great place to just hang out at. Anyway, so he meets the god of matchmaking on the shrine, who tells him about like man. So it's like this scene with context from stuff later in the episode is much more interesting because of the kind of guy that our main character is. Um, he is like I don't know. He is like neurotic about this idea of I guess it's like he thinks everything just has to go like perfectly for him. I guess, right? Like that's kind of like what the whole rose-colored campus life thing is, I suppose, you know? Um God, I don't even know. There's so much to it cuz I guess you can't even sum it up as he thinks everything has to go perfectly for him cuz like what was all that insane stuff he was saying at the end there about like deciding whether or not like who is allowed to be happy and who isn't. Just all of this crazy stuff like I guess with his bizarre mindsets about all of that in mind that we've learned about up to this point, like, I feel like already the idea of a god being the one to tell him about this whole matchmaking thing. I'd be interested to know, like what his mindset about that really is, you know? Because I guess in some sense I can imagine that the idea of a god telling him that they are going to decide who gets to like be with Akashi, whether it's him or Ozu, um, like the idea of a god being the one who decides that it's like divinely decided and it's not up to him. I feel like that's something that he would like think makes sense, right? Because all of it it seems like he has this idea in his head that he like wasted his college life or whatever, right? It's been his 2 years of college life. He met Ozu. He blames Ozu for it. And he thinks he just lost his chance to have like a good life and be happy, and that it's just over for him, right? So like, I guess in that sense, it leads me to believe that he'd be the kind of person who would like I guess believe in the idea that things are like divinely ordained and that there is just like, that it's not like he should work hard to try and date Akashi if he wants to, or, anything like that, but just the idea that a god divinely decides who is going to date her. I guess that's just something that in his head I feel like would make sense, right? I guess, but on the flip side of it, like I don't know if he would just like accept that or if he would think like that that's like not fair, right? Like I guess the idea here is whether or not he believes that life is like that things are just like divinely decided and that you can permanently miss out on your chance of being happy. Um, he believes that, but the question is whether or not he thinks that's like a good thing, right? Because I guess either way he believes it, but he can either think that it's just like unfair and that's just how life is and it sucks, or he can be like, oh, that's just how it is and that's like that's just how it is, right? That could just be where his thinking ends about that, I suppose. So he lives in the Kowloon walled city, basically, apparently. And this god does as well. I don't know. Like, I don't know what that's all about. Man, the backgrounds are crazy. But yeah, he's the god of matchmaking. He is what's his name? Kamotake Tsunumi no Kami, of course, except then he says it differently next time. Kamotake Tsunumi no Kamo. So, couldn't tell you. I'm gonna call him the god guy. Is that just gonna be our thing? We starting to learn any characters' names? I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, but like all this stuff he says about how uh he says that he knows all of this stuff about our main character here, and like with our main character's attitude about like where his choices are leading him, right? He thinks that he has made the wrong decisions and that now he's just permanently unhappy. I guess this god saying that he knows all of this stuff about him, that would like legitimize his knowledge about the future to our main character, right? Because that's how our main character thinks it works. He thinks that he has made like the wrong decisions. All this God, can I speak? All of the decisions that he's made leading up to this point are like an inescapable thing that have permanently decided the way his life is going to go on in the future, right? So the god saying that he knows everything he's ever done. Um, I guess it like makes sense why he would believe him, right? Because that's how he thinks it must work, you know? Hmm. Yeah, and I guess just yeah, the more I think about it, just the idea of there being like people who are perfectly suited for each other does just go along with our main character's like thought process. So yeah, I don't know. It makes sense. It makes sense. Hmm. Come on, my MPV net's like lagging. I don't know why it does that. The opening was good. I don't know, it's a little bit like I don't want to call it basic, but it is kind of just we go through the all these tatami rooms for basically all of it. And we see all these characters. I don't know, like are we really gonna have this many characters? Oh, I guess half of them are just Ozu. Yeah, I guess it's just like all our characters in like different outfits and stuff. Okay, I couldn't look at it because I was reading the lyrics. Yeah, and here's where we set it up, right? So he he thinks so like already right off the bat. He in his mind he thinks he ruined his high school life. There's no he he his high school life wasted. He thinks that's just done. So he thinks he has a new chance now going into university, right? So I guess he's really weighing in his decision here on what like I don't know all the choices he can possibly make. I suppose going into college now, right? And I guess his worry is if he doesn't make the correct decisions, then he's not going to be able to get the rose-colored campus life, right? So he thinks there's a mathematical like equation for what decisions you should make that will correctly lead you down the path to like being happy right which like I don't that's not how anything works right and it's like his expectations are just insane right he wants to make 100 friends like I just that's not man if that is his baseline for like having a good life and being happy his rose-colored campus life good luck I guess. And he writes it off so quickly right it's like I realized I had to be sociable in order to be included, so it was already too late, right? So he writes it off so fast. It's just like, oh, I guess I screwed up my college life too. It's impossible. I'll never be happy. Um, and he meets Ozu, who, like, I don't know. They really very interesting. He blames Ozu for everything that has gone wrong in his life. Which is strange in a way because it seems like already in his mind that he was also blaming himself, right? That he was thinking about how if he had made different decisions, he thinks his life would go differently. But at the same time, he's just saying that it's all Uzu's fault, right? So I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder what Ozu has actually done to him. Ozu, if anything, was like nice to him, was honestly very nice to him in this episode. He gave him the Castella. He was trying to help him out with Akashi. Like, so I don't know. I guess like could Ozu almost be a representation of like the opposite of our main character's crazy like mindsets about life and making decisions? Because Ozu seems to very much be of the mind that our main character can make decisions and change his situation, right? It's not all lost for him, right? He was egging him on to go after Akashi, all of that, right? So I guess him being like a demon like this, and our main character saying that he's so evil. I guess that makes sense, right? Because I guess that's how he would view it, right? Well, is that how he would view it? Like, would he think the idea that you can change your situation? Would he think that's like evil? I mean, I guess he would just disagree with it. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see more about what the Ozu main character relationship is, because he hasn't done any. He didn't do anything in this episode other than I guess he participated in this bizarre Black Cupid thing with our main character. So I guess if Ozu like egged him on into doing that, then I can kind of see it. Hmm. And yeah, to talk about the Black Cupid thing, like, um, it is weird. It's weird. Like, what is he doing? He decided that since he can't have a relationship, and I guess just probably just be happy in general, have his rose-colored campus life, right? He's decided that he's going to go around and, force loneliness and isolation upon other people, right? I don't know. That is just why. Why does he feel like he has to push it onto other people too? You know, um, they're the ones who have lost sight of reality. Like, um, I don't know. I guess with how crazy his standards are for like what a good life would be or like being happy would be. Does he think that like other people who are like in relationships that they must like if their relationship isn't perfect, then it must mean that that they're fooling themselves, that they lost sight of reality? I don't know. Yeah, lost themselves among frivolous dreams. Like I guess, right? I guess that kind of goes along with his insane stuff he was saying later in the episode about uh basically not wanting to make a decision because he doesn't know if he's like allowed to be happy. Like just that crazy nonsense. Hmm. And Akashi calls him an idiot, which I guess, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Hmm. So they bomb them with bottle rockets. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And yeah, I guess Ozu helped him do it, right? So he said since he had met Ozu. So I wonder if Ozu was the one who egged him on into doing this, and that's why he blames Ozu for everything? I guess that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Man, he gotta, I don't know. I wonder why his mindset is like this. It is really not normal. That is for sure. Hmm. Sorry, it's like I just want to read half of this again because there was just so much. Right? I feel like this is the part where it's going really fast and I missed some of it. So wait, this was the part. Hmm. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like I guess I get the feeling here that it's like he doesn't enjoy doing this, right? He's not doing this just as like a funny troll for these other people. It very much goes in line with his mindset about life, I guess, right? This whole thing about how we can't lose, right? Hmm. Yeah, even though I was sure that losing would have let me and everyone else be happier. Yeah, like for him, right? Like if he just lost, everyone, because then he's not dragging other people down with him, right? Because I guess it's just the idea that he thinks he is permanently going to be unhappy forever, and then other people shouldn't get it either. I guess. Man, what a dude. So we have this fortune teller who set up some red lights that is apparently the perfect advertisement because it convinces him real quick. And she says honestly just some very vague things that I feel like you could say to anyone, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're right." So, hmm. So I guess that like makes sense, right? The idea that his talents are being wasted or whatever, right? Like, because in his mind, it's not about like working hard and changing your life in ways that are meaningful. It's about just making the correct decisions, right? He thinks he just got unlucky. He thinks he's an awesome guy who has all these talents and good sense, but he just made the wrong decisions. So it must just be that, and that's why he's unhappy, right? Hmm. An opportunity you can't let pass by. Man, the whole idea of a dental hygienist and the stuff Izzy says, I'm getting flashbacks to the toothbrush episode. I gotta not think about that. I don't want to think about that one too much. Man, I'm telling you, like Ozu in this conversation is like just, I don't know. He's literally just like helping our main character, I don't know, get himself together to actually go after um Akashi. Of course, he says this completely insane thing about how he wants a beautiful angel like raven-haired maiden, which I guess in my mind is him saying like he wants the perfect ideal person to be with, right? Because of course, then someone who's able to comprehend a person such as him. Because I guess in his mind, he thinks if someone can comprehend him, then they must not be like a perfect angel-haired maiden, angel-haired or no, raven-haired angel-like maiden. Hmm. Kohinata-san is the one who dumped him. And that line got to him, didn't it? I'll become happy in your place. He thinks back on it later. I don't know. It's like I guess. Hmm. Yeah, I've wasted my perfectly lovely college life, huh? Yeah, it's like I agree that he is to blame for that. But Ozu says this thing about how it doesn't matter which path you take, um, you keep ending up right where you are now, which I guess I agree with in the sense of like it's not his decisions he's made that have led him to the point of unhappiness. It's like that's what he thinks it is, right? It's just um his unwillingness to like try and do things, right? Like he just hones in on like certain decisions that he's made at key points in his life and been like, oh, if I'd done something differently right then, everything would be different, you know. But I guess I agree with Ozu that if he always has this mindset, no matter which choice he would have made at any of those points, it wouldn't have made a difference. Hmm. We keep mentioning this Birdman stuff. I don't know what we're talking about. He has to escape, I guess. Which I don't know. That's weird, right? Like I guess he doesn't want to participate in this weird Birdman party stuff. I guess. Hmm. 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 It's gonna be a long discussion, man. I gotta do something in like 10 minutes. I gotta hurry. Sorry. So he met Akashi at this book fair place. And she is very cold. I don't know. I wouldn't call her a tsundere though, right? She seems very open and forthright with our main character. She literally just like asked him, like her asking him to honor his promise was just her being like, oh yeah, remember when you said you were gonna take me to Neko Ramen? Let's do that. So I don't think she's a tsundere at all, honestly. Even though like the imagery, I guess, would make you think that, right? He brings him a castella, which I guess is like a giant cake thing. And he specifically brings up the idea of him eating a castella alone in his room being like the loneliest thing he can do, right? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. A castella has to be eaten with someone, and I guess he ends up rejecting that. He ends up rejecting the idea of eating it with someone else and just eats it all. Um, which I guess it makes sense. Like I don't know. It's really I get yeah. It's just all of this is just him grappling with just the idea of what we've been talking about this whole time about how instead of blaming all of his current situation on, you know, a divine power making it like this, or his own, or decisions that he made forever ago that he can't. Oops, I hit my mic. Decisions he made forever ago that he can't go back and change now. He wants to blame it on stuff like that because that pushes the blame off of himself, right? Or if it doesn't push the blame off himself, it just lets him say like, "Oh, there's nothing I can do about it now, so I don't need to try." Right? So it's almost like the Castella and him deciding to eat it alone is like him, you know, giving up, I guess, right? Even though I'm saying that, but at the same time, he does go tell the god guy that he doesn't want to give up on Akashi. So, hmm, yeah, it's against my beliefs to seek the comfort of a stranger from this transient loneliness, right? Because I guess like. Yeah, because I guess he feels like he deserves it. He feels like this is the natural outcome of his decisions that he's made, and there's nothing he can do to change it now, right? Which is just crazy. I don't know. Like, cannot bear the isolation and greedily seek out others. Hmm. Man, we gotta. I'm very excited to learn more about him, I suppose. Yeah, would he forgive himself for changing the way he lived, right? Like he's done so much this whole time. He's done so much to reinforce like his mindset and the way he's living his life that it's like, can he bring himself now to change it, right? Like he basically has to admit he was wrong, you know? I guess that line, the idea of Ozu becoming happy in his place, that's what motivates him, I think, right? Yeah, it's the idea of Akashi being with Ozu, which I guess is better than nothing, right? Even though, yeah, there would no longer be a problem of his own love; it would be Akashi's problem. So I guess he needs some kind of external motivation, I suppose. Even though he eats the Castella by himself, which is interesting. Because I guess the fact that it's being framed through external motivation, that it's like, oh, he's doing this not for himself, but for so Akashi doesn't have to bear the burden of being stuck with Ozu, right? It's still, I guess it makes sense why he eats it by himself, right? He's still not using any, like, oh, I want to change my own situation. No, he's come up with some ridiculous external excuse for it. And she is afraid of moths. I don't know. The moths have to mean something, right? Like surely there's some kind of like literary thing going on there. I guess I couldn't tell you if I have any specific like interpretation of what I think a moth could mean, like in general, right? Hmm. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Like it's kind of like when we were watching Bakemonogatari with the whole snake thing. We talked about how it's hard to like pin down what a snake means in a story because snakes can represent so many things. With this, it's like the opposite, because I guess I don't have any concept of what a moth could mean in a story. So her being afraid of moths, I don't know. I'm sure it means something. I just don't have any basis on which to predict anything, I guess, or read anything into it. Hmm. And yeah, she tells him, yeah, let's go to. God, he blushes so hard. Go to Nekaramen. And yeah, so he has the Moshigamon that she lost, which I guess he's just kept hanging up in his room this whole time. He hasn't been able to bring himself to give it to her for some reason. Like, and he said that was a year ago, didn't he? Oh no, I guess he said it was a year ago that he met her. I guess who knows how long ago it was that he found the Moshigamon, I suppose. Oh god, I gotta read these lines again. These lines are completely insane. Wait, oh come on. Um, Analyzing the number of different patterns of Akashi-san's life and my life. Yeah, that's like the decision thing, right? Yeah. Quickly came to a conclusion of who should become happy and who should not. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it makes sense, right? Yeah. He thinks he's made the wrong choices, so he does not deserve to be happy, right? It's not even that he doesn't deserve to be, it's just that he thinks it's just a natural thing that he isn't, because he made the wrong choices, right? Hmm. Or I guess no. It's the whole thing about him hindering the love of others, whether or not he deserves it. Like that makes sense too. Let me read that line one more time. Sorry. Hmm. Between love and reason, like the way he's opposing those two things, like love and reason, as if they're opposing forces that can't go together, right? So he gets a plan from the god dude to ask Akashi out on a date, which sounds good to me. Except not even a date; it's just to like hang out with her at the festival that they're both at already. So that seems pretty easy to me. Um, Considering they already have a date set up to go to Neka Ramen, but I guess he just hasn't done it because he's a loser. Man, and I don't know. He just freaks out. He just can't do it. I don't know. And he's holding the Mochigamon in his hand. Like, come on. Yeah, he has to learn about romance for it first. Of course. I guess he did a good job. And yeah, Ozu was egging him on. Ozu's telling him to like, get his shit together. So Ozu seemed like a good influence on him to me. But apparently everyone hates Ozu. the police are after him. He has a police helicopter and snipers trained on him. And he gets thrown into the river and dies. I assume he's not dead. They said you would die if you fall into the river, but our main character also gets thrown into the river, so I'm guessing not. But as I'm saying that, we do have this weird, like, time thing at the end, so... And yeah, and at the end of this, he just says... He thinks it all goes back to him choosing the tennis circle. That if he hadn't chosen the tennis circle, then none of this would have happened, right? He just goes back to the beginning of his college life, which... I mean, like, I guess I can understand that mindset, right? Like, I get, like, what he means. It's just wrong. Yeah, if he had chosen a different circle, he would have surely spent a different 2 years. And yeah, everything might have been perfect. It's weird time, like, we see this clock tower, and time, like, reverses. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, with, like, the stuff he's thinking in that moment, it makes sense. I don't know if that's, like, literally, like, there is a time machine and we're going back in time. That would be cool. I don't know. That would be a pretty lucky time for it to activate. I don't know. I guess that's it. That was a very good first episode. I kind of talked about it for a long time. But that's okay. I am excited to see where we're gonna go, because, like, this almost felt like a movie. It felt like we really had, like, a full arc here, even though we didn't, like, actually we didn't, like, our main character didn't learn anything. I don't know, it still felt like if this episode had ended with him, like, actually going on the date with Akashi, then this would have felt like a complete story to me, I guess. But, I don't know, that was a really good first episode. So, I guess I'm excited now to see where we're going. I really like the art style. Yeah, it was very good. It was very good. So, yeah, that's about it. See the next episode on Patreon in the description if you want to. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one.